G'day guys, welcome to Gumbuya World. So my name is Ranger Benny, so I'm the wildlife supervisor here. So some of you may or may not be familiar with this place, so that's kind of the idea of what we're doing here this afternoon. So Gumbuya World is Victoria's only theme park, water park and also wildlife trail. So over here behind me on my shoulders, there's a fantastic Outback Explorers World. We've got Oz Adventure across this side and very popular Oasis Springs. On a day like today would be packed. But the world that I'm going to show you guys today is actually the wildlife trail, my world. So we're going to head down this way. We've got a couple of rangers along on the journey with us. We've got Ranger Alicia over here. She's going to be showing us some really cool animals. And we're just going to take you on a bit of a tour, maybe give you a little bit of a background as well. So come on down. We'll cruise down this way. So some of you might be familiar with the word Gumbuya. So this place used to be called Gumbuya Park back in the day. So it has actually been around for around about 30 years. So back in the day then, it was all about family barbecues and that sort of thing. We've obviously had some really massive developments since that time. So we're going to cruise on through. A lot of these exhibits I'm just going to show you as we go past. We've got some special treats for you down a little bit further on the trail though. So we've got some of our more tropical sort of birds over here, eclectus parrots and those sorts of things. They've had a big day. It's nearly 30 degrees here in Gippsland today. Very, very windy, so excuse the mess around the place, but we'll keep on cruising down. Now, something that is very, very exciting for us. So we've got a bit of an exclusive for you guys. So we've got mainly Australiana when it comes to our wildlife here at Gumbuya World. So some endangered species as well we're lucky enough to have. And just over here across my right shoulder is something that is brand new. So those of you who have been here before, you probably see a little bit of a change in this space just here. So come on over and I'll explain a little bit more. So we've got the entrance to our animal farm, and that's going to remain the same. However, this building behind me here is quite different, quite exciting for us, okay? So we have had for many years a critically endangered species known as the mountain pygmy possum. Now, you probably haven't heard of them. I had never heard of them before I came here either, so don't worry. But we've been breeding them back of house in our little facility, and it's not until we're hopefully about to reopen again soon, fingers crossed, and this little facility here is going to be open as well. So these are, come and see if you can get, it's a little bit glary on these images, but you will get a little bit of an idea of the cuteness factor that we're about to bring to our guests at Gumbuya World here. So these beautiful little critters, they literally fit in the palm of your hand. They come, we've got about 25 of them at the moment, and we're in breeding season now, which is super exciting. And being a marsupial, something really unique to them, this posture right here, they're actually hibernating, which in itself is fascinating. So we won't go in there. It's going to be Gumbuya World's first nocturnal space. So it's pretty much just darkness in there at the moment. But that's just a number of weeks away from completion, which is super exciting for us. We're going to keep on going down the trail. We're going to get a little bit interactive next. So we met Ranger Alicia just across the thing. You can't see this guy. A little fun story for you guys. When we're feeding all of our animals, a lot of our actual wildlife comes and interacts. I don't know if you can see this little guy where I'm pointing, this Kookaburra here. And he's been known to sneak in, and we've got our mate on board here, Alicia. So he will at times, you might be able to get pretty close to him. Oh no, he's out of here. He didn't recognize our fabulous camera person there. But he does come every so often and steal some of the food if we leave it out and about. But the animal we're going to head in with now is a tawny frogmouth. I'm going to grab this camera off you, and we're going to head inside this way. So we've got Ranger Alicia with us now.
Hi guys, how you going? So I'm here with our tawny frogmouth. So here at Gumbuya World, we've got 4 tawny frogmouths, and a very exciting revelation is that 2 of them have paired together and have laid 2 beautiful little eggs for us. They're about 2 weeks from hatching, so we're going to go inside now. I'm going to feed a couple of them for you and introduce you to the gang. So we'll come through here.
Behind the scenes, this is what we like.
Oh, this is really behind the scenes. As good as it gets. So their masters of camouflage, so hopefully we can find some. But the first one I want to point you out is this is Frog. He's the newest addition. He's only about 6 months old. Sorry. So and Nusi. And under Nusi is our two precious little eagles. And I'm going to see if Nusi would like a little bite to eat, and we might be able to get a little glimpse of those eggs under him.
Sneak around.
So if you sneak around here, don't mind. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So male tawny frog males will incubate the eggs all day, and then Muppet, who I'm trying to find actually, over here camouflaging, is the mother. So here is an up close and personal look at eating if Nusi wants to. No, we're focused on something else. Probably Muppet.
I reckon Muppet would be interested in a feed.
Muppet's always interested in food, usually at least. So Muppet is our female or our mum. Looks big and scary all the time, don't you? But you're really not. You just love your food. So look out for this bright yellow colour in their mouth, everyone. You ready? See that? Oh, beauty. So that actually attracts moths in the middle of the night when the moon is full. They just open their mouths and the moths come straight into their mouth towards that bright yellow mouth of theirs, which is very, very clever. Do you want another bit, Muppet? Don't mind the grossness. We're feeding them some rabbit chunks that have been coated in an insectivore sort of mix, and they have this habit of dangling it out of their mouths for a while before they eat it.
Fantastic.
Awesome stuff. And our last little member of the tawny family is just hiding behind here. This is Muji. I don't know if we want to feed Muji or not.
We might see if who we got here. Nusi.
Nusi.
Looks a bit keener now.
You look a bit keener. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
One piece. Do we want another piece, Nusi? Oh, very gentle, aren't you? Yeah.
So if you're lucky enough, you might have one of these guys in your backyard, front yard, if you live near any sort of bushland. They're just going to be camping out all day long, pretty much doing absolutely nothing because they are more of a nocturnal species. So I'm going to make my way back out to the wildlife trail now. We're going to say a quick thank you very much to Ranger Alicia there.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And let her lock up. And I've been directed not to put our lovely marketing person on camera, so she's giving me the death stares right now, but that's okay. So we'll keep on going down the trail here. So we've got some more endangered species along here. We've got eastern quolls, we've got tiger quolls as well. We've probably got a little bit of action happening right about here with Bandit, who is our most energetic tiger quoll, spotted tail quoll, as they're known. I'll see if I can grab. Hey, Bandit, he's just had a bunch of food put out there for him. I can't get it because I've got my microphone attached there. So we might just move along, unfortunately. You can get a bit of a glimpse of him scooting around. You might also notice a bit of a jungle gym around this place. He is one of our most acrobatic animals. I had to build all these different ladders and tires and all sorts of stuff for him. He's about to, there he goes. I do apologise if it's a little bit glary there, but he's about to jump up on his ladder and grab a nice little treat. Do it, Bandit, do it. You're live on the air, my friend. Come on. Oh, he's taking the easy route. There he goes. All right, so he's going to be, hey, there he goes. All right, so I might hand this back over now. We have another, which way are you going? Beautiful. All right, we have another special treat for you guys. So you'll notice there is a lot of food involved with a lot of wildlife. They do spend a lot of their time just conserving their energy effectively. So what you've got now is just a hyped up version of feeding time, I suppose. We've had our tawnies, we've got our spot tail quoll there. What we've got here, provided he plays along, we've got Ranger Beck over here. She's doing a little bit of snake wrangling. Now this is Striker, and I can tell by his body language right now, he is keen for a bit of exercise. So we're going to see if he's going to stay still. Now, those of you who are a little bit squirmish, you can zoom in at the moment because wildlife can be a little bit graphic at times, but we're hoping that Striker's going to get himself in such a position that he might actually have a bit of a feed for us. Now, the difficulty in that today is this high wind, okay? Because otherwise I'll be able to trigger onto that scent trail really quickly, but at the moment I'm going to have to get him in real close. So if you want to come in close, if you're not comfortable, if you want to come, Alicia, you want to do so. Let's see if Striker, I can just let him know what's going on up here. He definitely is wanting to explore more so than feed at the minute. It's a little bit of a shame. I'm going to wait for him to get his face around here and see if he's interested at all. He certainly is.
Oh, there we go.
So here's me just mimicking that last few moments of that rat's life. I told you, it can get quite rapid around this place, folks. Okay? That's what it's all about. So if you wanted to jump in here, you'll get, even though this snake has lived its whole life in captivity, he is effectively still just killing that animal right now. So he still retains his natural wild instincts, which is fantastic. Probably over the next 10 to 15 minutes, he's going to move through and consume that. We won't hang around for that, but we just hope we'll be able to give you that snippet there. I'm going to let you guys continue on the trail. I'll catch up with you shortly.
Nice to finally join you all. I'm Ranger Beck, and the resident snake wrangler, as you could tell from that one. And I'm going to set something special up for you with one of our southern hairy-nosed wombats, Melanie. So she's got a bit of an artistic flair, so hopefully she will show that up for you, which will be nice and exciting.
So Beck's going to head down and set that up for you. I'm going to actually take you quickly to see a couple of cool little things that are on the road. So come on through. So this here is the bottom half of the wildlife, and it's probably the one with some of our really exciting animals. We've got our critically endangered species walk, that's what you're going to see in a minute. We've got the big walk-through bird aviary where you can actually interact with all these parrots. They're very, very friendly. We've got your classic larrikins, the cockatoos down the bottom here, dingoes, koalas, which we'll get to. And I actually want to show you something really cool that we've had in development during this whole COVID pandemic we've had, and that's our wallaby area. So you're right in front here. Believe it or not, folks, this used to be completely bare. We didn't have much grass in here for these guys, but actually because of COVID, I suppose, we're able to move all these guys off display, and we now have a big paddock full of grass for them. This here is Scout enjoying her dinner that Ranger Benny's given, and you can see how much lush grass they have. I mean, they have all this grass, but they still love their pallets. So it's going to be very exciting to have you guys back to be able to feed these cheeky guys again. But yeah, that's one really cool thing. And the other cool thing as we head down towards Ranger Beck, you might notice this beautiful grass. We're actually having a very exciting development we're hoping to do, which Ranger Beck is going to be heading, I believe. And that's building a really cool interactive children's playground. Aspects in there as well. Maybe like what you saw with Bandit, who knows? Benny's creativity will get on there, and we'll keep on heading down now.
I mentioned earlier on either, we did hope to get the actual Pygmy possums out for you guys. Unfortunately, just due to the weather, they can't actually come out on such a hot day. So that's the reason why we only have to show you the we have another critically endangered animal here to show off. So just over the little spot here, maybe if you wanted to cruise down in there, Kirsty, and you're going to spot Beck over there, and a little bit of an interesting setup right in front of her. I'll grab that off you. So we've got a little bit of interactive time. What's going on here, Beck? What is this?
So this is a bit of novel enrichment for Melanie. So enrichment is basically giving them something to interest them that they can choose to partake in or not partake in. So we've got some delicious corn scattered around, as you can see, to try and pique Mel's interest when I let her out. She's actually in a lockup at the moment.
The key point to me, who's Mel?
Mel is
Let's go and see her.
Southern hairy-nosed wombat. You ready for me to let her out?
Oh, yes, please. I love Mel. He's one of my favorites.
She's a firecracker.
Although on a hot day, let's see what sort of Mel we get today.
Come on, pink lady. My trusty protection. Come on, chicken. So this is 25 kilos of wombat.
Look at that little, there she goes. She's giving us a bit of life here. Now, I do have to be on my toes a little bit here, folks, so I'll apologise for any dodgy camera work ahead of advance. I mean, you know what I mean. We don't want to go viral with a massive chunk out of Ranger Benny's leg. I know Kirsty does, but I don't.
No, but the show would go on, wouldn't it?
It absolutely would.
So hopefully she works this out. So this is non-toxic, kid-friendly paint. So if she does have a little bit of a nibble on it, that's okay. So have an interesting smell.
It's got her whiskers involved.
So hopefully she puts her snoot on the paper because there's nothing more interesting than a wombat snoot. It's more interested in the corn, I think.
Yes. Oh, she's got a footprint. Get off me, Mel. Good girl.
So I'm battling the wind here with paper.
Oh, I think we're creating a bit of a masterpiece here,
I think we
Ranger
are.
Beck.
I'm waiting for her to have a little bit of chomp on the paper. She normally gets in there with her claws and her teeth. So wombats have these amazingly strong claws to help them dig.
Get a load of those there. Absolutely.
And believe it or not, she could run at 40 kilometres an hour if she really wanted to, which is just insane.
All right. We might leave Mel to it here. I think she's creating a bit of a masterpiece.
She's having a bit of fun.
We've got some footprints. She's got a little bit on her schnoz there, which is always good. And hopefully a blue footprint there.
Hopefully.
So this is just a bit of novelty that we do for them. It's obviously sparked her interest, given her something different in her day. So that's the key. We've got our animals. They're in these fantastic exhibits so we can show them to you guys. But we really need to stimulate them as best we can every single day. And we love that. That's a real passion in our job. So
Absolutely. Oh,
thanks heaps, Ranger Beck. You're a legend. Mel,
no problem.
you've just been very chilled out.
Expressionistic foot painting rather than finger painting.
That's it. Love it. Thank you very much. We're going to keep cruising down here. I'm going to hand over to you. And we're going to head down that way.
Yeah, so we are now going to go and see that Ranger Benny might have some plans to throw up a little bit of food for them, get them going. They're usually really excited to see people. We do great encounters with these guys. They're always loving. They love licking your chin and stuff like that. So yeah, just running down now. Keep on moving. We'll see you now. And then we've got 3 more adult dingoes that range 5 to 8. Now to throw up a little bit of food for them, and I'll catch you a bit later at the top.
I obviously didn't catch what Ranger Alicia was talking about there, but I'm hoping it's these guys. We've got these beautiful alpine dingoes. We've got 2 sisters here, Tara and Cara. Just going to throw a bit of food out for them. If they're interested, believe it or not, they eat straight away. That's right. They'll munch on it at some time today. But they've got these magnificent. These are some of my favourite exhibits. These ones, really ample size for these guys to create, whatever areas they want. They've got their dens, their hiding spots. We love it. So I'm just going to take this over there for them for now. Trust me, we don't always feed them like this, but today, hello, girls. Across. A few more there for the pack. Right. Head over this way to another of our endangered species. Really lucky to have 2 of these beautiful animals. We've got a couple of Tasmanian devils. You don't get much more iconic Australian than the Tassie devil. Right through here, you might get a good shot of this. Hello, guys. Hey, Coleman. See if we can get Coleman up and about. So that's standard behaviour for Coleman to turn his back on us, like very rude. I should have thought that through before I gave him that little one there, but that's all right. We got a little bit of a snippet from him. So again, I'm just going to throw some food in there for him. There he is. We've Good boy, mate. You're a good boy. Why don't you come up here? Ollie. Following his nose. I have to admit he hasn't got the greatest nose, this fella, but an absolute heartbreaker he is. All right, we're going to throw the rest of those in there for him to munch on. We might continue on our journey. Good boy, Coleman. Come get these ones. Collie. Oh, I shouldn't have put that one there. The jaw strength on these animals, absolutely incredible. One of the strongest in the animal kingdom. Don't want to get on the wrong end. Collie, Coleman, up here, bud. He's following that nose. You might find these two up here about 10 o'clock tonight. We'll see. Hello, boy. Up here, Collie. Oh, he's getting close. There he is. Hopefully you're all on the edge of your seats out there, folks. Is he going to jump up? Is he not? I don't think he is. Last chance, Coleman. Come on, buddy. Coleman, up. That's not a trick. We tell him up. I just said it. All right, we might leave this legend to it. Okay, we've got one last special treat for you guys. A little bit of a journey to get across to it. Might avoid our noisiest exhibit right here. They're all saying a big old good day to us right now. One of the main things we need when working with cockatoos is earmuffs. They are some very loud animals. We've got another 3 of our dingoes over here as well. And quite interesting to show you some different colorations as well while we're here. Where's our big boy? Hey, Munch. Hello. He doesn't want to come over. Oh, hello. So believe it or not, these are all exactly the same animal as the 2 that we just saw over there as well. I don't know if you can sneak a sneak peek on the back of the ute there. Kirsty, we've got Muji. Now black and tan colorations as well. Fan favourite he is. Well, there might be a couple of chicken necks getting thrown out here now. Beautiful. Nice. So being only small numbers, so we've only got 2 dingoes and then 3 dingoes, but they are still their own packs. So we have 2 packs of dingoes. They will integrate a little bit at times, but generally live by themselves. In their separate packs. Oh, nearly caught it, Munch. All right, we might keep cruising up. Might just leave that there for you, Beck, if that's all right. All right, so we've been able to show you some of our, not that we have favourites, but some of our more special animals, being our endangered species. So our endangered species breeding program is something that we're really passionate about and really looking to develop this year and in the coming years as well. So being Gumbuya World, although earlier I said we've been around for 30 years, that's Gumbuya Park. The actual Gumbuya World, we're in about our 3rd year now. So still very young, and so much growth to go. So we're all about building our conservation programs as well. So you can see a little bit of where we're headed, which is another one of our crowd favourites. So we've had koalas at Gumbuya well before my time, and something that we've never had at this place has been a successful breeding program with our koalas. So that's was a bit of a focus for us on our last season with them. So we are super pleased just in the last couple of months to be able to announce our very first koala, Joey. And in terms of wildlife, actually, I've just seen something else really cute. Let's just see if we can get a quick snap of that. We've got one of our albinos, and look at that little ball of cuteness right there. Nice. Now, you might think that'll be the cutest thing you see all day, and it might be, but let me tell you, I've got something that I think is even cuter. So if you head across here again, Ranger Alicia, she's quick as lightning. She's over here already. She's going to jump in there. I'm going to come very quickly around.
Awesome. So over here we have Willow and our beautiful, over here, yep, keep doing the mask. We have Willow and our beautiful little koala Joy over here. Now they're very happily eating away. I'm going to just sort of duck in here. And Ranger Benny, who's a lot taller than me, is much more close up to our little bundle of Joy. So here we have Willow, and nestled in amongst
Where are you at?
We've got Pebble. Pebble was just eating some beautiful, this nice, delicious, fresh blue gum.
Oh, she's nestled into the most leafy spot she can find.
Hello, miss.
Trust me, folks, I'm going to get a good shot here, so be patient with me.
Promise. She'll probably want to munch whatever mum's eating. So Pebble here is approaching 9 months old. She's super, super cute. She started off as a little jelly bean. She came out of the pouch looking a little bit like a little lanky koala, and she's starting to grow into her face. We've been weighing Pebble pretty regularly. She gains 100 grams a week, which is pretty fast growing for a little koala. It's all that delicious leaf that we're giving her. And yeah, she's just our pride and joy. She's been my pride and joy as our primary keeper to look after and to see develop and grow. And there's always something really special about your first Joey, your first koala Joey. Something even cuter that I hope no one minds me showing them is her little poops. So even, you know, miniature version of koala here.
There aren't many jobs where you play with poop, folks.
No, but koala poo's quite
Alicia
nice.
loves it.
You can see here, here's Mum's poo, and here's Pebble's tiny little poop nuggets there.
Yeah. Who'd have thought we'd be doing a close up on poo?
Who thought? But I thought that'd be a pretty cute little thing to show off.
Nice.
They're gorgeous.
So this is something that we're hoping to replicate over and over again in the coming years. You know, obviously koalas are right front and center in people's minds for so many different reasons, and we're just proud that we can be doing what we can to be a part of their conservation and to be able to educate our guests about these beautiful little creatures. Australia can never be without them, folks, so we can do whatever we can to keep them alive and well. We love them. All right, so we might look to wrap up here, guys. I'm going to hand over to our fantastic camera person here. All right, so we'll wrap up from here. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure from our perspective. We really love our jobs, and the fact that we can bring you into our world, particularly during this time when we're closed, is really special to us. And you can see just the passion that these people have, myself included, for these animals is really exciting. So what I want you to remember moving forward is obviously that we're here. We might not be open right now, but we you know, it's not going to be too long before us and the rest of Victoria and the rest of Australia is back to normal, we're hoping. So looking forward, we're in spring now. You wouldn't believe it today. You know, it feels like summer. So remember, here at Gumbuya World, it's all about, we want you to unlock fun this summer, okay? Get yourself down here. The water's going to be blue. It's going to be crystal clear. The animals are going to be here just waiting for you. We've got rides, thrills, just a fantastic family day out. So we can't wait to have you guys back here with us. It's been an absolute pleasure today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.